Do you have a guru, and at what stage did you receive self-realization?
I neither have a guru nor I want you to have a guru. You better become your own gurus. Secondly, I've been born like that. I never got any realization or anything. I just got realization, I should say human realization, when I understood what was the problem with human beings. I worked on all permutations and combinations of human beings because I wanted to have an mass media by which I could give realization to thousands of people. Because any discovery which is made and is not brought to that level, it is absolutely detrimental to the growth. For example, you see, Jesus was crucified. Why? Because he was alone. Only for his mother, nobody knew what he was. At that time, he could not achieve this because you all were not there at that time. And also, other people, you know how the saints have suffered, how every prophet has suffered, because they could not create a mass understanding of it. So at a certain point, it has to become a mass thing. In the tree of life, there are only 3 or 4 flowers in the beginning. But when it grows, when the blossom time comes, then so many flowers are there and they become the fruits. So I just saw that this is the time I have to do this job. So you would call it my human realization when I understood human beings. Of course, even now, sometimes I get shocked the way they behave. I mean, I just don't understand. But I think now I understand them.
Male bodies, and I was wondering if there's a natural lineage, or why has that been over time in history, to say Abraham and Moses and Lao Tse, etc.
You see, first we had to build up the fatherhood. You see, out of fear, because without fear, human beings won't listen. Imagine at the time of Moses, the 10 commandments that he brought had to be changed. The people were so horrid. See, he had to make them very, very strict at that time. You can see from the books of his scenes. You have got you'll get the full idea as to how terrible the people were. Now, then we had to talk of Christ, because he had to cross the Agya. He had to cross it because that was the problem. That time the ego was too much. See, imagine at the time of Romans how they were horrid. So he had to do that. Now today we have reached at a point, fagged out, absolutely, fed up of our ego, super egos, everything. Now only the mother can help. So it has to be at different various levels of your awareness. One had to work out. Now is the time of mother to nourish you. It's mother to give you that love. Because you won't be spoiled now anymore. That will understand it.
So the first and foremost thing we have to know that this Sahaja Yoga has worked out because Param Chaitanya is transmitting compassion. It never did before. It never had that kind of an attitude, which it is there because I am a mother. And this compassion has worked it this way that you all have got your realization. You have achieved a state which we can call as a self-realized souls. But still, because you got it so easily, cheaply, I think still we don't realize what we have got. Still we do not practice meditation, introspection and dedication. I am supposed to be your guru. But I feel sometimes that the idea of a guru is very different from mine. Normally, a guru is a very, very strict person and has no patience of any kind. So, there are 2-3 types of tests are all the time taken of the disciple. Firstly, how much they obey you.
But as you all have got realization and you are your own gurus, I don't put that condition on you. I leave it to your freedom. I tell you earnestly, in all the way possible, what I think good for you. But I don't compel. Like these gurus used to do. I mean, they used to beat. They used to hang them on the well. They were so very strict with their disciples, and I've had an experience of this. They never used to smile, no question of laughing, and would never show any kind of weakness, of kindness for the disciples. You see, a guru has to be a very angry person, wearing only single dress, either upwards or downwards, I don't know how that is. With a big thick rod in the hand, never smiling, laughing no question, smiling. And the gurus have to be very long-faced, developing big beards, and no ladies allowed. In such a situation, where the women are not to be seen at all. I mean, I shouldn't even see my face, it's like that. There is a big discussion in all the scriptures, and not scriptures, I would say, the critics, whether a woman should be allowed to do the spiritual practices or not. Imagine. Not only among Christians, you will be surprised. Even in Indian scriptures, whether is woman should be allowed or not to do spiritual practices. Now, when your mother is a woman and she is your guru, what will you do? This is another confusion. Because it is wrong. The whole thing is falsehood, based on no basis at all. You may try anything to say that women are not meant for spiritual life. Try any argument, it fails. The whole thing has to be brought up this way that everything faces reality. All these false ideas have to be given up. Like if you have a carpet upside down, the whole design is upside down. But if you put the carpet right, everything falls in line. And that's why you needed a mother to give you realization, and a guru as a mother to teach you that for assent of God, nobody can be prohibited. Sahaja Yoga is not a military thing. It's just plain, simple mother's love. And of course every mother wants her child to be great, to have all her powers. She wants that, no doubt. How she does it, how she works it out, is her own problem. But how you take it and how you use it is your own problem. I always bow to you people who have got realization, because I think so many saints were never there on this earth. But the saintliness has to be complete. Without that, you cannot help even your family, leave alone your country, and no question of the whole world. So, what is needed now is to raise your awakening, to raise your spirituality, to go into a realm of complete support and surrender to the movement of the spontaneous movement of Sahaja Yoga. May God bless you.